Hey, what's up, folks? This is Gray here, and I figured I'd give you guys an update. Uh, Let me apologize in advance that I will not be going live tonight. I will probably hopefully set this video to go around 7 o'clock because that's when a lot of you folks expect me to be on the live stream, so I do apologize in advance about the live stream. I'll be really brutally honest. Literally just walked in the door a few minutes ago. I think I've got all my friends and family and some of the elderly folks that I'm trying to assist in the possible outcome of this storm. What I have to do now is I have to finish up here in the garden. And it made me think about something that I wanted to share with you folks. A lot of people ask me, Gray, why don't you put some of the plants in the ground? And here's one of the pros of having plants in grow bags. I figured I would just throw this in here, right? And then we could talk a little bit about Hurricane Ian and whatnot real quick as well. But I'm going to be able to move these plants. I'm going to be able to save the majority of my plants by putting them inside in a secure area as the storm passes through. Even though I'm on the east coast of Florida, a lot of people underestimate storms at times. And the news hypes it up, of course. And of course, people have gone insane, wiping out water and different types of other, batteries and stuff like that. And I always tell folks, if you'd have been prepared months and months and months ago, or even years ago, from my perspective, you wouldn't be part of the masses out there, doing this last minute put together. But I can't blame everybody. Sometimes, just people are, until they go through a situation or a scenario that's possibly life altering or life threatening, that button will click and they'll become like, you know what, these folks out there that they call preppers are actually pretty intelligent in preparing for things like hurricanes, and the list goes on. But I'm going to move all my plants, or the majority of the plants. Some plants can withstand, like banana plants, banana trees, believe it, they are the most resilient plants, surprisingly, for, they're used to hurricanes and nasty storms. They're a tropical plant. They bend very easily. They can snap. I mean, of course, if we're looking at a category 4, category 5, anything can happen, at that point. But a lot of people kind of downplay storms these days and age because they haven't seen one. So they're either very scared or not scared at all. Here's the issue with Hurricane Ian from my perspective. From what I've looked and all the models that I've ran on all these different programs that I have, it's a large storm. It is bringing a lot of rain and pretty decent sustained winds. And of course, it's going to be downgraded as soon as it hits that area. But the folks in that Sarasota area, anywhere along that Sarasota, Tampa area, even down as low as Cape Coral, need to be on guard. Because no matter how you look at things, it's all about the storm surge. It's that wind, and that sustainability is how long is it going to sit around for. And with slow-moving storms, man, do they dump some rain on you. And depending on all the wet weather we've had lately, some places are inundated. And canals will fill, certain low-lying areas will flood. And hopefully the folks that are in those areas are aware of that and they are prepared. So moving past that, I wanted to talk real quick about generators. A lot of people will get a generator in Florida, stick it in a closet or a garage or put it somewhere, fill it up with gas, and never think anything of it. I want to tell you one of my experiences, just so that you know that everybody will fail eventually. It's always a learning situation when it comes to emergency preparedness and things in general. A lot of people use generators outside of hurricanes, so they use them for winter storms and other natural disasters where these things come in handy, or people just use them for work. But the people that use them for long term, where they put them away for a while, you gotta know what kind of gas to put into it. So here in Florida, a lot of people, you can just get 87 octane, right? And there's certain gas that doesn't work great. So there's an 89 octane value that doesn't have the ethanol in it. So it's a better gas to put in your generator. This is stuff that I just learned in the last few years, I'll be honest with you, because here's the situation I ran into. I bought me a generator years back, and even to this day, I've run into issues. Anyways, so I fill it up with gas, turn it on, make sure everything is functioning, check the spark plugs, filled it up with oil, everything is running smooth, right? All of a sudden I go to pull it out a year later, and not so much. The gas that I put in there has clogged up now the carburetor and so on and so forth. So now if I was to wait for a storm to approach and then pull out that generator and it won't turn on, I'm putting myself and my family's self at risk for not having a backup power source. Luckily, me personally, you have the redundancies. Let's say you have a gas generator, or a a multi-fuel generator, even a tri-fuel generator, but you also have like the solar gennies. Let's say you have a Blue Yeti. Let's say you have an EcoFlow. Let's say you have a QuickTel. Let's say you have an Opus. Whatever that may be, that might be to run your refrigerator, maybe run a few fans, maybe run a portable AC, things like that. Is nice to have some backup redundancies in regards to portable power, outside of just having a generator. But generator maintenance is probably huge, and something that folks should understand and realize, and possibly getting a manual on small engine repair, stuff like generators. That everything is downsized when it comes to a generator. I am not a generator expert by far, but just some of the experiences that I've run into and the issues that I've run into where I go to push that button or start that generator and it doesn't work. That's the last thing you want to do. Again, matter of fact, I hear a neighbor turning on his generator to make sure it works. That's kind of ironic. As we speak, someone is testing out their generator, and it's purring like you guys probably can't hear it because of the type of mic that I have, but it's purring nicely. They're loud, and there's also generator safety, and the list goes on. I'm not going to take up too much of your time, but all in all, you need to test them off, and you need to know how to maintenance them, have extra spark plugs, have extra air filters, just all those different things, and of course some spare fuel, because you never know if it's just going to be a day or a week or longer that you may be without power, and having those additional resources like spare propane tanks and gas cans filled with the proper gas and whatnot. Anyways, trying to think of anything else I wanted to add to this. I'm just trying to think. I know in my head I thought what I was doing, because I was out here preparing my yard, because that's what I was doing for a lot of the elderly folks. They have things all over their yard, lawn furniture and things that the wind can pick up and create an issue with, not only for themselves but their neighbors as well. So I just went over to help people put some storm shutters up, and to get their yards in order, because they can't get out. They're not capable of doing a lot of the things they used to do when they were in their younger days, 30s, 40s, 50s. You know what I mean? Most of these folks are in their 80s. A lot of folks, they can't get around. They have some of them had surgery. So be a caring person out there, and if you can help someone, please do so. It's only the kind thing to do when it comes to situations like this, especially folks that are can possibly suffer in a situation. Like, I've even had to take one of my portable power stations and loan it to another person, an older couple that don't have any type of form of power, and he's on a CPAP machine, and I wanted to make sure that they're okay in case we lose power. And one thing to wrap this up with is, please folks, don't ever underestimate a storm. It's better to be over prepared than under prepared. Worst case scenario, we get a sprinkle, the power stays on, it blows through, and everybody's okay. That'd be awesome. The thing is you just never know, because hurricanes have a mind of their own. They wobble a little bit left and right. Even the news channels and all the weather channels that put out all that stuff out there, really kind of give you a guesstimation or an estimation of what they think it's going to do in regards to storms, tornadoes, storm surge, flooding, and the list goes on. Anyways, I think, like I said, I got a bunch of work to do. Matter of fact, I also wanted to apologize that it hadn't been put out, my series that I wanted to finish up for National Preparedness Month, but we will complete that series. I have cover and cutting to go through on the 5 C's of preparedness, or the 5 C's of survival preparedness. We will complete that. I also have another thing that I'm going to add to that. So we're going to complete that. Also, we need to do our sweet potato harvest. Stuck my hands down there, and I think it's that time to do that harvest as well. So look forward to those videos. And if anything happens with the storm, I got my phone. I got another couple cameras. Maybe I'll record some bits and pieces here and show you what we experience here in my area. The folks on the West Coast, I hope those folks are hunkered down and ready to go. And to the point where, to just kind of give you an idea of the situation that we're in, is all the schools have been canceled. The Orlando International Airport is going to be shut down tomorrow. Disney, Universal, they've all announced they're all shutting down. A lot of stores are also going to be shutting down. So if you haven't got your supplies yet, like food and water and things like that, the window's pretty much coming to a close. Because after today, pretty much things are going to be at a standstill for 24 to 48 hours. Hopefully you have enough stuff in your home to make life comfortable to weather the storm. The rooster's ready, so that's a plus. Anyways, folks, remember, folks, just be safe out there, and I'll see you guys on the outside, on the other side of this storm. And like I said, if I do capture any footage, I will share with you in a follow-up video to this. Maybe possibly, like I said, hopefully nothing happens. That's the best hope. Hopefully it's just a storm. Anyways, I've rambled on long enough. Thank you all for watching my content and my videos, and I look forward to seeing you guys in next Tuesday's live stream. And folks, we are really close to that 20K, to that 1 pound or 16 Silver Eagle giveaway on the channel. My way of saying thank you and giving back to the community. All right, folks, this is GreyMan. I'm out. I'll see you guys in a rebound. Remember, you're not alone. God bless and stay safe.